Hello. 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 Hi. So, what's today's date? It's March 15th. It's the Ides of March. Remember the Ides of March. Why do I say remember at the beginning of every stream? I have no idea. There's something broken in my brain. Anyway, today I got this really dumb idea. Let's see. I can show you my sketchbook. I got this really dumb idea to do the illustrations of ghosts of expired dairy products. Hello, Zeebster. I think you're the only one here. It's just us. It's just us. We're just all alone here. Let's see. If I turn this on, yep, the whole thing. So, I did these little sketches. You can see this little guy. If it'll, I like the idea of these stupid little ghosts taking the form of whatever. God, focus. Taking the form of the container that they lived in. It's a really stupid idea, but I thought it was fun. Let's see. Okay. Damn it. I didn't make the camera trend go to there anyway. This is a little guy. So this is a little sour cream ghost, and over here you have a milk carton and the sour cream ghost, even though it's all fuzzy. There we go. So stupid, but I think it'll be fun. Let's see. And back to me being tiny. Hello, y'all are starting to filter in, and I have a empty sour cream container here, so that I have something to reference. Not that I think I'll need it, but we're gonna put the empty sour cream container beneath the ghost, like a sad corpse. Let's see. What is Illustrator doing? I'm going to talk as little as possible because I still have a weird throat thing. I think my vocal cords are just tired and want to give up. And so because of that, I'm going to talk as little as possible. Wow, why did Siri just come up? Go away, Siri. I never joke, Travis. I'm always serious. Oh, also, I guess I will go ahead and pimp out. Let's see, my timed edition that's up now. So right now on the shop, I'll link it in here. Get this print of Old Man Link, this illustration that I did, some of which I did on the stream, but I finished it up off of the stream. We can go ahead and take a, what's this? Don't save. We can take a look at the final illustration on here. I can't read that name. Something Costello. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Let's see. Where's that pesky link? So here's link. I think at some point this was a rock when I was working on the stream, and I changed it. I also changed, there was Majora's Mask hanging out here when I changed it for the Deku mask. And yeah, but I'm pretty happy with how it came out. It's interesting because it feels more organic than a lot of my other illustrations, but it still has the same underpinnings of the 22.5, 45 degree, and like 11.25 degree angles that I use for basically everything. So I was happy that I was able to achieve an organic look while still utilizing the same stuff that I always do. Obviously, just kind of in greater numbers here than I usually do. Okay, now let's make a sour cream container. Let's see, we're going to choose a background. I think we'll go with a nice sickly green because it's spoiled, right? Yeah, the Deku mask kind of fit the color palette of everything more than Majora's mask did. Let's see, you gotta make... Let's see, this thing is going to be lying on its side. So how much do we want to see inside this thing? I'm never entirely sure how to start doing these pesky rounded corners, like cylinder shapes and stuff. Oh, but that the whole point of me showing that link thing so lets you know that it'll only be available for I guess another 24 hours and then it goes away forever. Yeah, that looks terrible. I can't do that. I feel like those sides are a little too angled. Whoops. Okay. I don't know if you all can see I'm holding up a sour cream thing to trying to get the right proportions and the right angles. I remember that the shape of this is also going to determine the shape of the ghost. That's the dairy ghost that's hovering above it. And the lids. We'll just make a box in between these two ovals and move it in the middle. So just so we can keep track of all these different planes and surfaces. We'll make that light gray, and I'll make that white. I don't know how to warp stuff. Does anyone know how you would warp something to make it look like it's on the side of this without having to like manually make all the curves and whatnot? Envelope distort. Is that under, where's that at? Is that under effects? Distort and transform? Object. Envelope distort. Make with top object. So how do you make it with a...
Hey.
Hello.
I can't get my microphone to work.
Okay.
I need your help. He's on the line.
Okay. Hold on, I'll be right back. I have to help Megs get her microphone working. Okay, I was unable to help Megs. I'm useless. So I'll just sit here and eat my banana. How does this envelope distort work? What did that do? Did it work? Did it work, Megs? Okay. Fatty Lumps, did you just introduce me to another tool that I can loathe as much as the blend tool? It just turns the top thing the different color. I hate this tool. I've decided. Thanks, Leah. I've worked really hard to cut my hair. I did not cut my hair. Try it with a... It's much worse than the blend tool, and you told me to use it. So if I put this on top, make with top up. That is offensive. Oh, God. Now I can't even select this thing? Let's see. I should have blended that. What happens if I just blend this single thing? It won't let me. Let's make a lot of them and blend them. God. The flying V of blend tool sucks. Oh God. That you can't rotate. What? What? It looks like a flock of hell jellyfish. Hellyfish. Hellyfish. Oof. Oof. What did I do? Hellyfish. Yeah, we're hellyfish. All right, so back to the task at hand. Yep, they do look like jellyfish. We're on the same page, Matt. I think I'm getting too detailed with this. I think we'll just leave it at this. Yes, thank you for your contribution, Zach. Fatty Zach. So, if that is... If that's the container, then we can make the ghost. Now, let's see. Hey, Double Dip, where did this come from? I don't know. The place where stupid ideas come from. I really have no idea. Where I was just sitting on the couch, Megs and I were watching Lord of the Rings, and I thought, you know what would be really dumb is a series of illustrations of the ghosts of expired dairy products. And the joke is that the ghosts are always the shape of the container that they died in. I guess. Let's see here. So what happens if you just put... Oh god, this shape is so awkward to illustrate around. Or like make stuff wrap to the sides of it. I have no idea how to do this. How do I do this? I mean, you can always just kind of like... So you have to get these curves to... I mean, I think that mostly looks okay. I mean, it's an illustration, so if I'm not going for like photorealism, then I can kind of take some liberties. Let's see, I would have to make the bottom circle again here. And just fake it here. just for the purposes of science. Okay. Copy the bottom circle and the top circle, move them together. Then cut the top half of the top circle and the bottom half of the bottom circle. Either we're looking to get different things from this, or I did this wrong. Oh god, I deleted the circles. Okay, I see what I'm picking up what you're putting down here. Okay, so how do you accommodate for the curve here? Because if I do it like that, it's not wide enough. It doesn't look right. No, you're not getting the way. I'm just trying. I always like to know that the reason I always how do I phrase this? I always want there to be a decision made and why I'm doing something, not that I'm doing it because it's the only way I know how to do it. Like I like to look at the different ways to do something and know that I'm making a choice, like that is an actual choice and not just the only option. I'm doing a terrible job of explaining this. If I cut off his eye, he's gonna look real derpy. Okay, so that's bad. Whoops. I subtracted the wrong shape out of the wrong shape. He's got a little ghost wiener. Let's see, how do you communicate that he is a ghost? You might make him, yeah, slightly transparent and make him glow a little bit, maybe. Oh, ghost eyes. Ghost eyes. Or X's for eyes, I like. What I've gathered from this is that there are a lot of options to make him a ghost. Let's see. Yes. He's expired sour cream and he has a ghost sheet on. All right, we're gonna try this here. Boy, this could be amazing or terrible. I don't know. It could be both. Let's make a wavy bottom here. Hi, Megs. We're gonna make a wavy bottom. I'm gonna take a line. And I can show you all how I do wavy stuff. How to make wavy stuff. So with the line selected, you go up to Effect, and where do you go in Effect? Somewhere. Effect, Distort and Transform, Zigzag. And you see the zigs and the zags here, and it's going to be a hard thing. We want it to have an odd number of segments, just so there's a segment in the middle, like that. But you can toggle it and make them smooth here, so you have nice smooth segments. That's it, makes you're uninvited. See, object, and then you just expand it so you have that. This is real dumb, but worth experimenting here. It just looks like he's dressed up as a ghost. No, no. Okay. We'll keep all these ghost attempts here, just for funsies. Okay, let's go try the glowy route. Appearance, FX. I guess this is the same thing as up there in effects. I'm dumb. Stylize, outer glow. All right, a glow is good. Oh, he should have a halo. He should have a little dead ghost sour cream halo. Let's see. They do now, Megs. They do now, Megs. Did the Weasels and Roger Rabbit have, let's see, Dead Weasel, Roger Rabbit. I feel like they had halos. Yeah, look. Let's see. Oh my god, why can't I? I like this like kind of green angels on people too sometimes. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, we're really writing the rule book here for depicting the ghost of expired dairy products. So we can do whatever we want here. We're gonna expand this. Roger Rabbit is the deciding factor here. Oh boy, okay. You tilt this a little bit to make it cute. No, it looks like it's resting on him. Okay, we're gonna have to try a lot of different things here. I'm just gonna stupid this together in a really imprecise way, but just so I don't have to look at it being so ugly up here. Oh god, let's untilt it first. Okay. I mean, who are any of us to argue with the brilliance of Roger Rabbit, really? That would work well for the milk ghost. Unfortunately, sour cream ghosts don't have. But yeah, like a little. Like, imagine it being a blue tab. Let's see. That's kind of what those tabs look like, right? It's the tabs. Something like that. I like that idea. Banana. Okay, so we got ridiculous sheet ghost, glowy ghost with the halo. Let's see, how do we make some wings? What'd Roger Rabbit do? What would Roger Rabbit do? You could give him a little harp. Let's see, what did I do in my Necronomicon? I feel like there's some ghost thing to use here. Oh god, he looks like a weird misshapen sperm. Not like these. Not like these. Let's let's look at what how other people have drawn ghosts. Shut up, Max. I can hear you watching. Okay. Okay, let's see. I apologize for nothing. Oh, God. Oh, God. Let's see, we'll try doing XIs. This stupid little smile. Excuse me while I eat this banana. I also do not like the color that's in the background, which isn't helping things at all. Maybe that's a little better. See, I did stuff like I shrunk this halo, but that halo would need to be thicker. It's too thin right now. And I can just, for now, just stupid my way into making it thicker. It's wrong and will have to be fixed, but it gives a better idea of I gotta figure out this ghost shape, this little tail. I made another jellyfish. It's the second time jellyfish have come up. I did make Casper a while back. Let's see. What did Casper look like? He's got a longer tail. I feel like if you put that tail on there, it'll lose the shape of being the sour cream. Okay, well that's bad. We know we don't want to keep that around. Oh, maybe this. Oh, yeah, let's see. If the tail is going out, that's better. Megs? Let's just try making a... It looks like he has a beard. A ghost poop. That would be a ghost poop. Let's see. That's kind of an interesting effect. Oh yeah, drippy on the bottom. That might be good. He has to be happy, Matt. He has to be. Let's try that with something like this. I hate you guys. It's a bunch of damn smartasses. I can't be too gross. Cause okay, I mean we just have to like real talk here. The problem is dairy products are all white, and the minute that you start making white drippy things, things could go real bad. Megs, go play Horizon, you monster. Oh my god. So disgusting. The more it drips, I think the grosser it's gonna be. No, the drip can't come from the halo. It's terrible. That's like going like full. There's something about Mary. Oh my god. This is just. Yes, Megs is laughing in the background. She is in the living room laughing. Oh my god. Maybe this is a terrible idea. In retrospect, this is a terrible idea. Something less perverse. Yes, we can do that. Hi, Todd. You got here at just the right time. Well, the Ghost Weasel in Roger Rabbit was like a nice green, right? Maybe this can be a nice green, and it won't look as spermy. All right, let's see. Object, edit. Can I just... Oh, it's not going to add any color to the white, is it? Oh, wait, no, there it goes. Okay, let's see. I think if it's a little green, it'll feel a little more like a spoiled something, right? Slimer from the Ghostbusters, that's a good point of reference. Baggots crawling around in it. Sausage Bacon took this to a real dark place. You know, I think I just have to adjust the colors. I did sketch this. Look, here. The problem is, this is one of those things where you can sketch it. Let's see, hold on. See, I sketched it. And it was cute and not disgusting when I sketched it. But now it's just disgusting. The third version, this one, I don't like that one. Ooh, the tail leading back into the open container. I like that. How does this remind you of Marriage Proposal? What? What has this stream turned into? What happened? God damn it. I did. We went out. So let's see. We had a whole day of it. We were visiting because we were still living in California, so we were visiting Minneapolis. So we were staying in Airbnb. That day we went to a Twins game, and then went and met my friend Luke for lunch. Because I had to have the ring shipped to Luke, so we met Luke for lunch, and then he gave me the ring, and then we went to dinner. And then after dinner, we went down to the Stone Arch Bridge, and it was sunset. I did my homework. I figured out when sunset was going to be, and I proposed there. And I was so nervous the whole fucking day that I just kept winking at Megs. I don't know why. I did not know that winking was a nervous response that I had until that day. But definitely a lot of winking. It could have also been a series of small strokes. I really just feel like this should be the illustration. All right, let's see if... Oh, God, this is so disgusting. Go away. Go over here with the rest of the gross spermy stuff. Ugh. 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 All right. So, what if the tail is going into the container, he says? We're just going to rough this together here. God, it's going to look like spermy. It's going to be disgusting. I got to change the color for this. I just gotta. Yeah, Megs was not joking about the winking part. Winking is 100% accurate. Let's see. So maybe if you have this like shape on top of it, that makes it clear enough that it's from the container. So maybe you can kind of fudge it a little down here. God, and when we met Luke for lunch, it was like we had already gone to the baseball game and we had eaten stuff at the baseball game. And this was the whole day was surprises for Megs. Megs did not know, and so it was we met Luke, but we'd already been to the baseball game and it was like 3:30 and we are like eating appetizers and I'm like, maybe we shouldn't be eating so much, but we just kept eating. And then after we had eaten for a while, I was like, well, now we're gonna go to dinner. Oh God, it's too much food. I mean, but that's the downfall of any vacation, right? Is that you just end up eating so much and you just feel like you're gonna die the whole time. Oh, and then we went to the state fair too. Oh God, and we went canoeing the next day with Jeff and ate a big dinner at. Oh my God. I mean, it's like flashbacks from this trip. Oh God. Oh, good. That's exactly what I wanted to happen right here. I mean, it's a little better, but I gotta change the color. We gotta change the color. Let's figure out what our ghost color is. It's we just gotta. All right. We're gonna get rid of the green background here. Maybe we make our ghost color like a green blue. We'll just make it whatever color the Roger Rabbit ghost is. Let's see. Hey, Alex, I'm reading this for people that watch the stream later and don't have access to chat. I've always been curious about your Wacom, and how you transition from a mouse. I asked this because you're not usually freehanding and instead using shape tools. I've been tempted to move over to the dark side. Awesome Sausage Bacon. He worked on movie posters for a while. That is correct. And they forced him into Wacom slavery. Yes, that's essentially what happened. Because then you're doing a lot of touching up on photos and stuff like that. So you're a little more painterly with it, and so the tablet is a big help because of that. And and then after that, I got really the use of the tablet has nothing to do with it benefiting any programs that I use. It's really just because it's mapped one-to-one to the screen, which helps me in every program because I don't have to worry about picking up a mouse and moving it and crap like that. It's always just, if I want to get to the top right of the screen, that's where I put my pen, and whatever. But it took me a while to figure it out. I would say I got rid of the mouse and then it took me 3 months to kind of get used to working with the tablet. And it is a steep learning curve, but if you just kind of jump in with both feet, it's a lot easier than trying to do the mouse and the tablet at the same time. But they also let me do that at my job, so I didn't have to worry about getting yelled at for being slow because I was learning a new thing. Where's your keyboard position relative to the tablet? Can I just show you? Oh God, you're gonna see my horrible, messy desk. I guess it's not that. I just ate a banana, so there's a banana peel over here, which is like kind of gross, but that's like fresh garbage. You know? But I have my. I just have my keyboard open, or my computer open right here, my MacBook. So let's see. I can show you my workspace here. Let's see, we gotta make the camera big and make that live. So here is, there's that banana peel. But yeah, here's my setup. So I have my second screen there, and I like that cord. And my display there. I have over there my gaming PC. And then I have this wall with various things that I like. People have sent to me over the years. A Back to the Future thing, license plate, another Back to the Future license plate. Yeah, so this is my workspace. Over here I have action figures. Back there, more action figures. This is like the shittiest like MTV Cribs ever. Oh, get back there. Ghost banana. Oh man, let's see. Yeah, that was a Red Man episode. Hey. What have I done here? We have an email interview we have to do today? cords are everywhere. Vice creators. Like of Vice? Oh, well, that's cool. I guess we should probably do that, huh? God, look at that ghost. Nothing I make is going to be as good as that ghost. What happened to his face? Okay. That sweet, sweet exposure. It's what we always need more of. Yep. And this is the thing. Even if you get blogs to write about stuff, it does not translate into sales a lot of the time. Whoa. Megs, how many Megs, come in here and tell me how many questions there are. Hello.
Hi. Oh, it smells like bananas. Hey.
Oh God, banana! Oh, banana stuff got on my tablet.
Ugh.
Gross. How many questions?
I think it's like 3.
Oh, okay.
They just kind of want to know, like, the thought process behind it. And
There was none.
There was none. Okay. But it's kind of stuff that I'm not sure I can answer super well.
You want to take this?
No!
Can I see them?
Yeah. So I feel like this is a chance to talk about the universe at large and
Yeah.
what we're doing.
That we still don't have a name for.
Test it out on them, see what they want. We need feedback.
We do need feedback. Okay. All right.
Okay.
I mean, you kind of know the
I
answers
know,
to
and
some
I
of
started
those.
to, but I just want you to help me finish.
Okay. That's what she said. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. this is a... I don't know that this is going to turn into a worthwhile illustration, but it's kind of fun just to experiment with and mess around. Okay, so let's get your all's feedback on this. Megs and I have been trying to figure out the name for the universe that Star Trek takes place in. And I guess I can just bring up this Google Doc that has a lot of this stuff in it. And so I think that so far my favorites... Oh god, all the controls disappear when you blow it up, or is the page just freaking out? So try Solaris. I think that some of my favorites were Nebula, Siege, and Imperium. The problem with naming a universe is that I tend to favor simple one-word things. So stuff like Destiny, Saga, or some other simple one-word names. I have all of these in my head, but they go away. And the thing that I like about a lot of those names is that they don't specifically reference space or the subject of the game. They're just kind of like loosely encapsulate the feeling of it. So, I had names like Siege, which I thought was interesting because that kind of speaks to what all the factions are doing in the Star Trek universe. And it's like kind of rooted more like medieval. I think it calls to mind medieval stuff, which is like an interesting juxtaposition with sci-fi. Imperium is, it's about empires, and it's a cool name. And Nebula is kind of the same, thinking of it's loosely space. Well, it just is space. It's a collection of objects, collection of things. Star Trek is a collection of factions, sci-fi factions. And so we've just kind of been thinking our way through this, and we're really stuck on figuring out a name. It's tough. And I ultimately decided to stay away from anything Star related, because between Star Wars and Star Trek, it's tough to come up with a cool name. Star name. You like Azimuth? But I don't feel like people are going to know how to say that. I feel like you're kind of burdening yourself with a name that people... I don't know. It almost seems too foreign. god, look at all these. Look at this mess. What? Hyperion. All right, that's a fair point, Megs. What about? Why are you playing games? What are you doing? Are you still answering the questions as best you can? Settlers of Catan. What about Nebula Siege? I don't know what I'm doing with this. Covering up one gradient with another gradient. No, not everything takes place in Proxima Centauri. Part of it does. Bye, Zippy. There's a lot more stuff like happening on Earth and happening on the Moon and Mars. Did I put that on the side of the card pack? I forget. No, I just put the Moon and Earth on the side of the pack. Yeah, and it's tough because it's like naming like the universe that we're gonna keep making stuff in. It's not like it's like a product where you name it and hopefully the name works in the long run, but you can always just name your next one something else. And in this, it's like starting this universe. It's not a name that I can really change. They didn't decide 5 years later that Star Wars was bad and that they were going to change it to something else. I'm just trying stuff in this. I don't know if this is going to work. It's kind of interesting making the shadows out of the background color. We're gonna steer clear of playing cards just because other products aren't gonna have anything to do with the playing cards. Oh my god. Calum, and Kalius, both sky words. Sky words. This illustration is really bad. Whoa. Sometimes you just end up with a stinker, you know? Feel like there's a good idea in here. Yeah, Google Translate, that's a good way to go. I don't think using the background color as the shadow is working very well. I think it could work well in another situation, but it doesn't really seem right for what we're trying to do here. Bye, Megs. I think I'm gonna stop the stream. I haven't felt particularly motivated today, and I think that this illustration is basically what happens when you try to force something to work, even when you're not like feeling it. I am not feeling it today. Oh my god, look at that color. There's a good idea here, it's just not being executed very well right now. I can feel my voice starting to go, and when that happens, I need to call it, because otherwise I will talk too much and I will hurt myself. So, thank you for looking at name stuff. Those of you in chat. Laser trebuchet. Perfect. But I think we're going to end it there with kind of an unfinished, crappy illustration that I haven't figured out yet. But I think there's something here. Good idea, poor execution. Travis with the big ideas. Yeah, nautical terms could be good, too. Good thinking. I will have to think on this some more. Maybe that's what I'll spend the rest of the day doing, is name stuff, since I can't seem to get myself to make anything decent. Might as well see if I can name something decently, right? So thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll be back here streaming maybe on Friday. I don't know. It's kind of up in the air. Megs and I are talking about taking the day off and going to see the Guillermo del Toro exhibit here in Minneapolis. So if we do that, I don't know if I'll be around. We'll see. Follow along on Twitter, and I'll let you know there one way or the other. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for chatting. Sorry I didn't make anything better for you, but I hope that this was a good learning experience. We at least got a lot of gross jokes, right? I think over here is where most of the grossness happened. So thanks everyone. I'll see you next time. Have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.